Jared, one of the great questions of human existence is, are we alone in the universe? And the interesting thing about the answer is that either way, it's breathtaking. Either we're alone or we're not alone. Many different people wonder about the question, lots of different views. Is there anything we can learn about the study of life on Earth that would help us to understand the potential existence of extraterrestrial intelligence?
Yes, I'm sure that from life on Earth, we can assess the likelihood of there being extraterrestrial intelligence. And in addition, we can assess the prudence or the wisdom of our trying to make contact with those green extraterrestrials out there. There are billions of stars, billions and billions of stars. And now that we're discovering planets, every star that we come across, there are planets. So with all these billions and billions of planets out there, we know one planet well, that's planet Earth. That one planet produced life, and that life produced an intelligent being. So in 100% of the cases, you might expect there to be intelligent extraterrestrials. Why on earth have we not been contacted with all those billions of stars out there? Well, I think life on Earth...
Or see any evidence.
Or see any evidence of them. Why aren't they sending us messages? We can learn from life on Earth. So here on Earth, there are about 30 million species today, and who knows, maybe in our history there have been 1 billion species. In the 4.5 billion years of life on Earth, there's been only one species that is capable of sending signals into outer space. There have been very few intelligent species. Yes, whales are intelligent, but whales they're intelligent, but they lack the motor skills to design transistors and to build spacecraft. Chimpanzees are intelligent, but they didn't design any spacecraft. There's only one species that has designed spacecraft and has done that only in the last 100 years. So I'd say really the conclusion I come to from life on Earth is that it's vanishingly unlikely that one is going to get an intelligent being. But on top of that, let's learn another thing from humans. So here, within the last 50 years, we've developed spacecraft. How much longer is the human species going to last? How much longer are we going to be capable of sending out spacecraft? At the rate we're going, maybe another 50 years, and then we'll blow ourselves up or mess up the Earth. I think life on Earth tells us that the chances of there being an intelligent being are very low. Secondly, the chances of there being an intelligent being with fingers that can send out spacecraft is extremely low. And thirdly, the chance that that being will survive long enough to propel a spacecraft is vanishingly zero.
So you're getting a small fraction of a small fraction of a small fraction, and when you end up the result, it approximates zero, or in our case, approximates 1. So your view would be that in the galaxy or in the observable universe, it is not a certainty, shall we say, that there are other intelligent creatures.
That's correct. I think that it is a certainty that there's life out there, but the probability that there's intelligent life capable of sending out spacecraft for a few decades before blowing itself up, low.
So let me just understand, as I see it, you have 3 parts of the analysis. The first part says, yeah, life is widespread, but there may have been 1 billion species on Earth, and only one is even capable of being able to send signals or to do technology. And so even though if life is prevalent, we're now 1 over 1 billion, or even today 1 over 30 million is a very small fraction. So that's the first step, right?
Right. You're correct. 3 steps. One, of all those species, a tiny fraction is intelligent. Of those intelligent species, a tiny fraction can use that intelligence to send out spacecraft. If you're an intelligent vegetable, mold, or whale, you can't send out spacecraft. And of those intelligent beings that are capable of sending out spacecraft, the duration of that society is short, so there's not much time to send out the spacecraft.
Now that's the most controversial one, because you're making the argument, perhaps based on societies of the past, that inevitably an intelligent species would do things to destroy itself, one way or another, environmentally or militarily. Why is that the case? Why is it so that intelligence leads to self-destruction?
One could argue from the one example that we have here on Earth, but one shouldn't overgeneralize. One can imagine all sorts of scenarios. One can also draw conclusions from the fact that we haven't been contacted, which says something. But I think the biggest practical conclusion that we should come to is the wisdom of our trying to communicate with those green creatures.
Just in case there is somebody. You don't think there is, but just in case.
Just in case there is.
Right.
Should we try to communicate with them?
Right. We've already sent spacecraft out there. We're sending signals from I Love Lucy television out there. Some people want to send laser beams to make it more clear that here we are. Come get us.
Yes. Let's learn from life on Earth. So there are green creatures out there, and they discover these intelligent things, us. The hope of the crazy astronomers is that those green beings will come and make nice with us and have interesting conversations. Let's learn from life on Earth. There are other intelligent beings on Earth. Every human society has encountered other human societies. Do we make nice? No, universally humans try to kill and conquer other human societies. They are intelligent animals. What do we do with the intelligent animals? Do we sit down and have conversations with chimpanzees? No, we put them in zoos and we inject them with AIDS virus and we do medical experiments and we wipe out the habit. And killer whales and other whales, what do we do? Set up a dialogue? No, we harpoon them. So obviously, the beings from outer space, if they discover us, are they going to sit down and have a conversation? No, they'll study us, they'll inject us, they'll poke us, they'll see what can be done with us, and then they'll take over our planet. So as far as I'm concerned, the most dangerous people in the world today are not the people who are designing atomic bombs, but they are the naive astronomers who want to send messages into outer space intentionally to invite those crazies out there to come wipe us out.
So looking at the overview in terms of the nature of the question, and we all like to talk about it, but how seriously important do you think this issue is?
Practical importance, zero. Unless the astronomers have their way and send lasers. And actually the astronomers, I believe there's a spacecraft that's already on its way out of the solar system that has a plate on it in Krypton-like language that says how to find us and what our properties are. But if we can prevent the astronomers from being so stupid, it's of no practical significance. But it would be of great philosophical significance to know that we're not alone. If we're not alone and there are beings on the 17th planet on the billionth star in the Andromeda galaxy, what does this do to religion? If there are, since there are many humans who believe that God created humans in his or her image, well, is there another God who created green extraterrestrials, and that God is a green extraterrestrial? He would demand some rethinking of religion as well as philosophy.